Hi Aditya, thank you so much for sparing time and speaking to us and sharing your experiences.
Thank you so much, man.
So Aditya, on a scale of 1 to 10, how exactly would you like to rate IMS Venturi?
Without a doubt, I would rate it 10 out of 10. And if I had more points, I would give it all to MS Venturi because the team has helped me throughout from the time I was very confused about whether to go for an abroad university or for an Indian university to the time I finally received an offer letter from the university. At every point, Team Venturi was there with me. So I would obviously rate it 10 out of 10, ma'am.
Amazing, thank you. Thank you so much. So tell me something, what aspects of IMS Venturi has helped you secure an admit? Would you like to share your experience or maybe a personal sharing, like for example, visa process or your documentation or your, shortlisting of your universities? Would you kind of like to share it with us?
So, ma'am, obviously, university shortlisting was the very first step in my whole application process. And I believe that that was one aspect that really helped me. And, before coming to IMS Venturi, I had my own list of the university that I really wanted to get into.
Okay.
And I was surprised to see that that team Venturi also recommended me the same universities. So, again, that was a very crucial aspect in my whole application process. Then coming to documentation part and most importantly, my resume and editing of my SOP. So as you was talking about my some experience, so I remember I was given a sheet with all the questions that were required to be filled in a proper SOP, and I wrote down some 20 or 21 pages SOP in my first attempt.
Oh, okay.
So that was kind of a big task for my editor, but they really helped me throughout. And from 21 pages, I cut it down to 500 words for my prospective universities. And so that is one of the aspects that IMS Venturi really helped me a lot in my whole application process now.
Oh, okay, great, great. So Aditya, tell me, how exactly has your interaction and association with the team been? We'd really appreciate, if you could let us know, if there's any particular counselor or any team member who has kind of, helped you kind of sail through this. So would you like to kind of, name a few people?
So, ma'am, first of all, my interaction has been very smooth. Like, I would say that I've never felt a little bit of inconvenience in contacting any of my counselor or any of my editor who was helping with my SOP. So I really appreciate that because I'm a kind of a person. If I'm having a doubt, even at 12 a.m. at night, I'll just call off and I'll ask that I'll clear off that doubt because I cannot keep it with me. So in that aspect, my counselors have really helped me. So in whole team Venturi has really helped me a lot throughout my process. But if I have to take some names, then I would obviously appreciate 𝐜𝐸𝐴 sir, how he helped me in my initial phases when I was very confused about different countries, different courses. Then I would also like to appreciate how 𝐜𝐨𝐧𝐬 sir has always been picking up my calls anytime I call him, and he has helped me throughout my process. And he was there when I was very confused. He was there when I finally received my admit from the universities. And even Monica ma'am, who has helped me edit my all the documents, I remember sending her tons of email. I would first of all apologize to her that I irritated her
No,
because
don't say that. Don't say that.
ma'am. So yeah, so she has also really helped me a lot. So
I'm sure all of them are going to be very happy when they listen to this. I'm sure on that.
yeah, ma'am, they should be because even I'm very happy to be associated with such a team, ma'am. So yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for. So, Aditya, what according to you are the three core aspects of IMS Venturi that you would like to recommend to your friends and family?
So, ma'am, what I believe is they have a proper, like Team Venturi has a proper professional approach and a proper step-by-step approach to everything. From starting off with the shortlisting process to then documentation, then finally applying for the universities, then reviewing your application itself. So everything is very, in a proper step-by-step procedure, and every person or a team member is assigned for it who is proficient in that activity. So that is what I really liked about it. Then secondly, as I previously also talked about, that reachability and the smooth level of communication that I have with all the counselors and all the team members is also commendable. Like it is one thing that every student faces it because till the time you are finally admitted to the universities, you have a lot of doubts going on in your head. And if a person is, if a team is able to solve it immediately, then that is one of the things that you really look forward to.
Right.
Then finally, I would also say that the amount of hard work that they do and the amount of knowledge that they hold about every university and even every country is also commendable. Like, I remember my counselors guiding me about what to mention specifically about that university and what the university is proficient in my SOP, so that, I could increase my chances. So that is also one thing that every student look forwards to, because I do not know what the university actually holds for me, or what that university is proficient in. But if my counselor is able to help me with it, then obviously that becomes a +1 for every student. So these are the 3 core aspects that I would recommend to everyone.
Great. So Aditya, anything else that you would like to share about Team Venturi?
So, ma'am, that I would say is Team Venturi has not just helped me with my application process, but how relieved I am mentally that and right now during my last year of college is because of IMS Venturi. Because when we think about studying abroad or going for an MBA or going for a master's, everyone thinks that there is only a tough way ahead. But IMS Venturi was one thing that told me that not exactly you have to go for tough way ahead. If you are working hard, if you have the right knowledge, and if you have the right people supporting you, then anything can become easy for you and you would be able to achieve your goal. So that is one thing that I really took from IMS Venturi. Because when I started off with the counseling process, I was very confused, because my friends were getting placed. Some had their plans with family business. I had literally had nothing on my plate. So from then to now, where I know what I'm going to do in the next past 2-3 years, and in the next past 2-3 years. So that is what IMS Venturi has really helped me with. So yeah, that is what I had the last thing to share about IMS Venturi.
Thank you. That was really nice of you, and thank you so much for actually sparing time. Again, I would like to really thank you, and I wish you all the best from all of us here from Team Venturi. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was very nice interacting with Team Venturi.
Pleasure, dear. Thank you so much.